Welcome to Stoic Wisdom, where we ignite the flames of philosophy to illuminate your path toward inner peace and a meaningful life. Have you ever wondered, what truly brings happiness? Why do some people possess the world, power, wealth, fame, yet still feel empty inside, while others find their hearts overflowing from a simple moment of quiet with a warm cup of tea? Today, we're diving into 5 profound reminders from Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who was, above all, a humble Stoic philosopher. These teachings aren't just ideas, they're guiding lights, empowering you to discover freedom and strength right within your own mind. Are you ready to shift your perspective on life? At Stoic Wisdom, we believe Stoicism isn't dry words in dusty books. It's the art of living, a way to face life's storms with calm and resilience. Marcus Aurelius, who ruled from a throne but lived as a student of wisdom, left timeless lessons. He taught that happiness doesn't come from external things, but from training your mind to handle every challenge. Have you ever asked yourself, how can I find peace when the world around me feels chaotic? In today's video, we'll explore 5 reminders from Marcus Aurelius, gems of philosophy to help you live more meaningfully, no matter your circumstances. These aren't just for philosophers, they're for all of us seeking balance in a fast-changing world. From mastering your thoughts to accepting what you can't change, you'll learn how to apply Stoic principles to overcome stress, anxiety, and find true freedom. Want to know the secret to a life unbound by negative emotions? Join us at Stoic Wisdom to uncover these timeless lessons. Don't just listen. Let Marcus Aurelius's reminders sink into your soul and transform how you live each day. If you find value in this journey, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Are you ready to embark on your quest for inner peace? Let's dive into Marcus Aurelius's 5 reminders right now. Lesson 1. Happiness doesn't require much. Picture yourself strolling through a quiet park at dawn with only the chirping of birds and a gentle breeze for company. No phone, no noise, no distractions from the outside world. In that moment, if your mind is still, you'll feel a pure joy. This is the essence of Marcus Aurelius's philosophy. The Roman emperor and renowned Stoic thinker. Happiness doesn't depend on endless external conditions, but on how you perceive and respond to life. In his meditations, he wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This reminder, born nearly 2 millennia ago, remains a powerful compass for anyone seeking peace in our turbulent modern world. At Stoic Wisdom, we believe Stoicism isn't just ancient ideas. It's a practical toolkit for building inner resilience and living more meaningfully, especially in today's American society, where work pressures, social media, and the race for material success can easily lead us astray. Marcus Aurelius taught that peace doesn't come from having more, but from controlling what you can, your thoughts, attitude, and how you face setbacks. Have you ever wondered, why do we often ignore simple joys to chase distant goals, only to feel empty when we reach them? Recall the last time you felt truly at peace. Maybe it was an evening chat with a close friend, where honest sharing made you feel understood, or a simple family dinner filled with laughter around the table, no fancy restaurant required. Perhaps it was just sitting by the window, sipping coffee, watching the world drift by quietly. These experiences cost nothing, demand no power or status, yet they fill your heart. At Stoic Wisdom, we emphasize that Stoicism isn't about giving up ambition. It's about cherishing the small things, the everyday treasures life offers. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life." This reminds us that in a consumer-driven society like America's, where shopping and comparisons run rampant, true happiness lies in simplicity. Imagine a New York executive, with a luxury penthouse, yet constantly stressed by work and loneliness. Contrast that with the suburban teacher who finds joy in reading to students or walking the dog each afternoon. Who is happier? According to Marcus Aurelius, the answer isn't in possessions or position, but in a grateful mind and focus on what truly matters. Stoic wisdom's view: in our modern era, bombarded by ads and social pressures, training your mind to value the simple is a revolutionary act. If happiness only needs a grateful mind, why do we delay joy, waiting for everything to be perfect before feeling content? This question sparks curiosity and challenges your limiting beliefs. Marcus Aurelius, ruling a mighty empire amid wars and illness, found peace by focusing on what he could control: his perceptions and responses. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This reminder resonates deeply with Americans, where job, financial, and relationship stresses can make you feel out of control. At Stoic Wisdom, we believe Stoicism isn't just philosophy. It's a lifestyle that reclaims your inner power, especially during uncertain times like economic downturns or personal crises. Consider a Chicago office worker laid off in a downsizing. Instead of drowning in worry, they could apply Stoicism, accept what can't be changed, the job loss, but focus on what can, learning new skills, seeking opportunities, or spending time with family. By shifting perspective, they not only survive, but find meaning in challenges. That's Stoicism's power. It teaches you to turn adversity into growth. How do you bring this philosophy into daily life? Marcus Aurelius didn't just leave profound words, he lived them. Each morning he'd remind himself, "Today I'll encounter difficult people and unexpected challenges, but I'll respond with calm and reason." At Stoic Wisdom, we encourage a small yet powerful start. Each day, jot down 3 things you're grateful for. It could be a quick call from a loved one, warm sunlight through the window, or simply the health to begin anew. Read this list each morning as a ritual to train a grateful mind. This builds emotional control, helping you face bigger storms. Imagine if every American spent just 5 minutes daily practicing gratitude, what would happen? We'd see a less stressed, less competitive society, rich with meaningful connections. That's why Stoic Wisdom stresses that Stoicism isn't passive endurance. It's actively choosing perspectives for a positive, resilient life. Are you ready to challenge yourself and redefine happiness? In today's American culture, dominated by hustle and social media comparisons, many fall into perfectionism's trap. We believe happiness arrives only at big milestones, a dream job, a perfect home, or a fat bank account. But Marcus Aurelius reminds us that waiting for perfection guarantees missing the joy right in front of you. He advised, "Do what you can with what you have, where you are." This isn't just inspiration, it's a call to action. Live fully now, rather than postponing joy for an uncertain future. At Stoic Wisdom, we see Stoicism as liberating. You don't need everything to feel complete. A real example, think of a California college student anxious about career prospects. Instead of letting fear rule, they apply Stoicism by focusing on daily learning, building relationships, and appreciating small moments like a sunset run. These actions bring peace and craft a meaningful life step by step. Lesson 2. When you want to judge others. Why do we spot flaws in others so easily, yet remain blind to our own? Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in Meditations, "Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize?" This reminder, penned nearly 2 millennia ago, echoes powerfully in modern American society, where fast-paced lives and personal pressures often lead to hasty judgments. At Stoic Wisdom, we believe this lesson isn't just philosophy. It's a practical tool for managing emotions, fostering empathy, and finding inner peace amid chaos. Let's explore how Marcus's Stoic mindset can reshape your interactions with real examples and actionable steps tailored for Americans passionate about self-growth. Have you ever wondered why we're quick to criticize others? When a Chicago co-worker shows up late to a meeting, you might think, why is she always so unprofessional? This mindset, per Marcus Aurelius, stems from a natural illusion. We magnify others' faults to protect our ego. But pause for a moment. Ask, have I ever been late due to traffic on I-90, a crying child at night, or forgetting to set my alarm? At Stoic Wisdom, we stress that acknowledging your own imperfections isn't excusing them. It's breaking down judgment's walls. When you admit you're not perfect, anger fades, making room for understanding. This is crucial in America's individualistic culture, where we sometimes forget everyone faces unique struggles. Apply this lens to a real scenario. Say you're driving on a Los Angeles freeway and a driver cuts you off, sparking frustration. Your first thought, that guy's reckless. But Marcus urges deeper. Maybe they're rushing a child to the hospital or reeling from bad family news. Have you ever sped for an emergency? Putting yourself in their shoes shows judgment solves nothing. It only amps up stress. Instead, empathy keeps you calm and focused on what matters, like safety and your mindset. But does understanding mean overlooking mistakes? No. Marcus Aurelius didn't advocate tolerance of wrongdoing. He suggested balance. Instead of criticizing, seek improvement. Imagine working in a Seattle team where a member repeatedly misses report deadlines, slowing everyone. Rather than fuming, apply Stoicism. Ask, what can I do to better this? Maybe suggest a private chat. I've noticed you're running late lately. Anything tough going on? How can I help? This resolves issues and strengthens co-worker bonds, aligning with America's collaborative work spirit. At Stoic Wisdom, we believe this is how Stoicism makes a difference. It transforms judgment's negative energy into constructive action. In American society, amid rising political, cultural, and social conflicts, this approach bridges divides. Choosing support over criticism not only aids others, but nurtures your peace. It reflects Marcus's core. Life isn't a battle against others. It's a journey of self-improvement. How do you make Marcus Aurelius's lesson part of your life? The key is pausing. When someone irritates you, maybe a harsh Twitter comment from a stranger in Texas or a New York friend ignoring your text, count slowly from 1 to 5. In that brief space, ask, have I ever acted similarly? For instance, if a friend skips your weekend BBQ invite, instead of assuming they're thoughtless, recall times you've overlooked important emails due to work stress. Modern psychology, like Daniel Goleman's work on emotional intelligence, backs this. A pause can shift your response, leading to wiser choices. At Stoic Wisdom, we urge making this a cornerstone of your growth. After each practice, note your emotions in a journal or app like Notion. You'll see the shift from anger to calm, judgment to understanding. This builds emotional control and sharp, critical thinking, essential in America's info-saturated, polarized world. Marcus Aurelius's lesson goes beyond avoiding judgment. It guides us toward compassion and purpose. In today's America, where social media debates and job rivalries divide people, Stoicism reminds us of connection's power. Choosing kindness in viewing others improves relationships and builds stronger communities. Imagine a world where folks in San Francisco, Atlanta, or Boston pause to self-reflect before criticizing. It would foster understanding and mutual support. Are you ready to challenge yourself to become better? Start today with one small act. Next time someone frustrates you, count from 1 to 5 and ask, how can I turn this into an opportunity for empathy? At Stoic Wisdom, we believe these tiny moments lead to the enduring peace, Marcus Aurelius. Found not from the outer world, but from your inner strength. Lesson 3. Pain comes from your perspective, not the event itself. Have you ever wondered why the same event can crush one person, yet strengthen another? Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor of Rome, wrote in Meditations, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment." This is the foundation of Stoicism, a timeless truth that resonates in modern life. Imagine being rejected from a job interview. Failure hits hard and your mind might spiral. I'm not good enough. That's it, I'm done. But what if you pause, breathe deeply and reframe? You could think, this role wasn't the right fit, but it honed my interview skills and clarified what I really want. Same event, but your interpretation shapes not just your emotions, your future too. We believe every hardship is a chance to forge your mind. Marcus Aurelius didn't promise a challenge-free life, but he gave you the power to shape how you face them. By shifting perspective, you don't just endure pain, you turn it into fuel for growth. When facing discomfort, jot down 2 interpretations, one negative, one positive. Ask, which view moves me closer to my best self? Choose the positive and act on it. Marcus Aurelius said, you have the power to strip away many unnecessary troubles by removing your judgments about them. This is a powerful reminder. You hold the key to your peace. The world may be chaotic, criticisms, failures, surprises, but your mind is an unbreachable fortress if you build it that way. Think of a time you were critiqued at work. Maybe your boss said your report fell short. You might feel hurt or doubtful, but applying Marcus's wisdom, you realize criticism doesn't define you. View it as a personal attack or as a chance to sharpen skills and prove yourself. True power lies in your response. We believe mastering your mind is key to a meaningful life. Marcus taught you don't need to control the world for peace, just how you see it. Training to select thoughts brings freedom even in tough times. Next time you get negative feedback, practice the Stoic pause. Count to 5, breathe deeply, and ask, can I see this as an opportunity? Then write a positive reframing and take one specific step to improve. Marcus Aurelius wrote, everything happens for a reason, and you can find meaning in it. This isn't denying hardship. It's inviting you to learn from every experience. In Stoicism, there's no failure, only chances to grow. Imagine a painful breakup. At first, it feels like the world ends, but dig deeper. That relationship taught self-respect, boundaries, or cherished values. Marcus urges viewing hardships as strict teachers, making you wiser and tougher. We believe life is a grand school, each challenge a test for character. Marcus didn't ask you to love suffering, but to learn from it. Finding meaning in difficulty doesn't just help you survive, it makes you better. Reflect on a recent challenge, list 3 lessons from it. Ask, where will these lead if I apply them? Then take one small action based on a lesson. Marcus Aurelius reminds, today, you can live with reason and virtue no matter what happens. Peace doesn't come from a perfect life, but from daily choices. Each moment is your chance. Will emotions rule, or will you choose clarity and calm? Picture a bad day. Traffic jams, piling deadlines. A friend unintentionally hurts you. Natural. Response, complain or snap. But Marcus challenges, can you respond differently? Instead of letting frustration win, focus on what you control, organizing tasks, communicating, treating yourself kindly. We believe life is the sum of small decisions. Marcus didn't demand perfection. just daily improvement. Every choice, from replying to a tough message to facing failure, is a chance to align with your values. Today, in a stressful situation, pause and ask, what choice would make me proud? Act on it and notice the shift in your mood. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Focus on what's in your power and let go of the rest." Life brims with uncontrollables, others' opinions, project outcomes, surprises. But zeroing in on your thoughts, actions, and attitude brings true freedom. Think of worrying about what others think. You might obsess over a casual comment or odd glance. But Marcus says, their opinions aren't yours. Focus on living true to yourself. Letting go of the uncontrollable frees your mind for what matters. We believe real freedom comes from shedding needless burdens. Marcus didn't promise a flawless world, but tools for peace in imperfection. Focusing on your control brings not just calm, a purposeful life. List one worry beyond your control. Then, note a specific action you can take on what is controllable. Do it and feel the relief. Lesson 4. The quality of your thoughts determines your life. Have you ever pondered what truly shapes your life? Money, circumstances, or people around you? Marcus Aurelius, the Roman philosopher-emperor, believed the mind is the root of it all. In Meditations, he wrote, "Your life is what your thoughts make it. Envision your mind as fertile soil. The thoughts you plant, positive or negative, will sprout and define you. If resentment, fear, or envy take root, your mind becomes barren, riddled with anxiety. But nurturing gratitude, patience, and compassion sows seeds for a serene, meaningful life." Imagine spending a few minutes daily on something good, a happy moment, sincere thanks, or small goal. What happens after a month, a year? Your mind blooms into a vibrant garden of peace and wisdom. At Stoic Wisdom, we believe you can start today to craft a brighter future, simply by choosing thoughts wisely. Each morning, spend 3 minutes noting one thing you're grateful for and one positive self-thought. Let these seeds kick off your day. Marcus Aurelius didn't just rule an empire, he mastered himself. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is Stoicism's core. True power starts within. Recall a time anger flared from a careless remark or worry spiked from bad news online. Did those emotions advance your goals or steal focus and peace? Marcus teaches, instead of letting circumstances dictate, control what you can, how you think, feel, act. For a stressful workday, rather than succumbing to pressure, ask, what can I do now to improve this? This reclaims control. Like Marcus amid wars and plagues, staying composed. Stoic wisdom reminds, you can't change the world, but always your response. When stressed, pause, take 5 deep breaths and ask, what here can I control? Focus on one meaningful small action. What are you feeding your mind? Social posts, idle chatter, sensational news, all nourish your soul. Marcus Aurelius warned, be careful what you let into your mind, for it shapes who you are. Picture your mind as a glass of water. Pour in toxic info, drama, negativity, pointless comparisons, and it clouds. Choose inspiring ideas, profound books, meaningful talks, and it clears and strengthens. At Stoic Wisdom, we urge you to guard your mind's gate. Reflect on your day. How much time for true nourishment? A motivational podcast, philosophy book, or quiet reflection can transform. Actively select what you consume. Today, detox your inputs, silence non-essential app notifications, pick a self-growth article or video, and spend 15 minutes absorbing positive ideas. Reflect, note positive thoughts, and recall Stoicism's core. Values. This is how he planted seeds for wisdom and peace. Imagine journaling daily, one positive self-thought, thanks to another, and one improvement. After a year, these small acts sprout into a resilient soul and fuller life. Stoic wisdom believes self-reflection unlocks living by your values. Try the 3 questions ritual nightly. What did I do well today? Who or what am I grateful for today? What do I want to improve tomorrow? These foster gratitude and self-awareness, key for peace. Before bed, grab a notebook or note app and answer the 3 questions. Make it habit to cultivate your mind's garden. In a volatile world, Marcus faced wars, plagues, politics, yet he stayed peaceful by focusing on the present and accepting the unchangeable. He wrote, "Do what must be done now. If that's all you're doing, you're living right." In our era, we face our storms, work stress, endless notifications, future fears. Marcus's wisdom endures. Peace isn't controlling everything. It's what you do right now. Apply it. When anxiety pulls, pause and ask, what's most important right now? Maybe finishing an email, listening to a friend, or deep breathing. This anchors you in the present, restoring balance. Stoic wisdom believes peace is a skill to hone. Like Marcus, you can stand firm in chaos by embracing the now and releasing what's beyond reach. When tense, practice present technique. Pause, focus on a small act, sipping water, walking a few steps, and feel peace return in that moment. Lesson 5, everything is just a perspective. In our modern world, drowned daily in thousands of opinions, news and views on platforms like Twitter or TikTok, have you ever wondered, how do I stay peaceful amid this info storm? Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, left a timeless teaching in Meditations. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. This reminder isn't just deep philosophy. It's a practical guide for controlling emotions, sharpening critical thinking, and living more meaningfully. At Stoic Wisdom, we believe this lesson fits perfectly for today's Americans, those seeking self-growth, mind mastery, and ways to bridge societal divides. Let's explore applying Marcus Aurelius's wisdom for daily peace. Imagine scrolling Twitter and hitting a controversial post on politics or society. Sharp words, emotions surge, urging an instant reaction. A familiar feeling in modern America, where online debates ignite conflicts. Marcus Aurelius reminds, what you read is just one view, filtered through personal experiences, biases, emotions. It's not absolute truth. Historically, leading Rome through wars, plagues, and plots, Marcus didn't let reports or advisors sway his judgment. He always asked, is this subjective fact or a distorted perspective? At Stoic Wisdom, we see this as an antidote to the digital age. With millions of clashing opinions daily, from social posts to TV news, we risk emotional whirlwinds without distinguishing opinion from fact. A real example, a co-worker calls you irresponsible for skipping overtime, while friends praise you as dedicated for prioritizing family. What's true? Neither fully. Both are angles on the same action. Recognizing this frees you from needing to be always right or win arguments. Instead of knee-jerk responses, step back, observe, respond wisely. Action today. Next time a negative comment or shocking news hits, pause and ask, is this fact or just a perspective? A core Stoic value is emotional mastery, and Marcus Aurelius's perspective teaching unlocks it. Understanding opinions as subjective slices reduces negative emotions like anger, anxiety, disappointment. Imagine an email from your boss critiquing you as lacking creativity on a project. Instinct, hurt or immediate rebuttal, but using Marcus, ask, is this truth about my ability or their view in this context? Stanford research on emotion management shows those distinguishing opinion from fact have lower stress and better decisions. Marcus lived this, staying calm amid political slander. At Stoic Wisdom, we highlight its relevance in polarized America, from politics to culture. Listening openly without snap judgments protects inner peace and builds empathy. Action today. Facing opposing views, listen without judging. Ask, where does this perspective come from and what can I learn? In an era of lightning fast, info spread, Instagram posts to sensational headlines, how do you spot reliability? Marcus Aurelius urged, not blindly accepting everything. He taught truth often hides behind personal lenses, and our job is digging for essence. In Meditations, he reframed negatives, loss or failure, not as bad, but chances to build virtue. This helped him overcome adversity and inspires us now. At Stoic Wisdom, we see this as a call to hone critical thinking, vital in America amid fake news and misinformation manipulating emotions. Real scenario: a TV report claims a new policy will destroy the economy. Instead of panic, ask, what data backs this? Are there other views? Such questions shield your mind from manipulation and foster wiser choices in life and work. Action today. On new info, spend a minute tracing its source. Ask, is this the full story, or do I need more? In an era of lightning-fast info spread, Instagram posts to sensational headlines, how do you spot reliability? Marcus Aurelius urged not blindly accepting everything. He taught truth often hides behind personal lenses, and our job is digging for essence. In Meditations, he reframed negatives, loss or failure, not as bad but chances to build virtue. This helped him overcome adversity and inspires us now. At Stoic Wisdom, we see this as a call to hone critical thinking, vital in America amid fake news and misinformation manipulating emotions. Real scenario: a TV report claims a new policy will destroy the economy. Instead of panic, ask, what data backs this? Are there other views? Such questions shield your mind from manipulation and foster wiser choices in life and work. Action today. On new info, spend a minute tracing its source. Ask, is this the full story or do I need more?